Hey, welcome back. So we saw in the previous video how to create an account with Google Bard, and we also saw the follow-up sequences on once the account is created, how you can just go ahead and start with the prompt. So here's a quick revision on what we did here. And once you actually saw the confirmation and you were allowed access to Google Bot, you can type your query in the prompt, and after typing the query you can either uh, do the send, but if you are doing the microphone you can just dictate it from your mic and then click send. Then it would return the query back to you, and I'll also show you in the examples. And one more useful thing is, if you are not happy with this, you can also look at three drafts. So the great feature here is, um, if you don't like this, there are at least three responses for each prompt you type, and you can pick which one is most effective for you. So that's the thing about drafts. And to get to drafts, if you type anything here, the draft should show up on the post. I'll show you in the demo how draft looks like. And in the reset chat is basically the button here pointed by the green arrow, and this is to terminate the existing context and start a new context. So if you have used ChatGPT, you might have seen this feature wherein you can reset a chat. This is exactly similar to what that is, and even the meaning is pretty much the same. And the another one is Bard activity here. So activity basically is in the search history. Do you want to turn off search history or enable search history? And if you want to uh, retrieve some prompt you had previously had, you can do that here. So those are the two use cases I can think of Bard activity. I'll show you that here. And similarly, this is how it would look like. You can turn this Bard activity on or off, or you can delete certain results if you don't like it. So that's what you can do with Bard activity. And I've already showed you where you can find Bard activity. We'll also cover it in the demo. The another useful thing you need to know here is, for any Bard query, you would see three of the following icons. So one is thumbs up, thumbs down is a good response, bad response. If you don't like the answer, you can regenerate the response, or you can also look at Google search, where it will cite the sources where it got the data from. And that's it. And if you click a bad response, then you can also provide feedback why you think you didn't like the response. As always, this is generative AI, and it's not always right, as even Google themselves claim that if you don't feel it's right in what it's returning, you can always provide feedback to make it better. So from now, let's go back to Bart here. Okay, so let me show you the Bart. Okay, so this is my Bart here. So reset chart is here. You can go click reset. It cleaned up all the sessions. And now let me say, what's the per capita of China, right? So let's ask it. It will give you that question. While it is doing it, let me also ask, what's the per capita of United States? Okay, so it gave 61,000, 12,000 here. Similarly, let's ask some more countries here. So what's the per capita of United Kingdom? And let's also ask some more countries here. Let's basically ask, what's the per capita of India, and what's the per capita of Australia, right? So you can continue like asking a couple of this. And can you and the other feature we looked at, let's look at the draft, and let's say I didn't like it. So uh, so the draft, we changed it, and let's say I like this answer. I click like on this, and let's say I want Google related search. Okay, so I gave Google it, and here's the Google link for the same, where the source it's provided here. And let's say I don't like this answer, and just say that I wanted 2022 data, not 2021. Okay, so you can basically do couple of other stuff. And similarly, when you head to Bard activity, you have option to turn off or on. And here's the Bard activity setting is on. Google will store in your Google account, like any queries you submit in responses, you can always turn this off or manually delete your old Bard activity by the time or topic. So basically, based on your search history and relevance, it tries to custom queries and results to you, and that's basically what they're using it for. It's and I asked Bard if it's using the same PageRank. It said no, it's not using the PageRank, it's using transformer model for this. So that's one thing I wanted to cover here. And similarly for delete, you can delete on variety of stuff. You can always delete last ever, and if you want a custom range, you can pick the date of queries you want to delete. So that's one more thing. And similarly, it does not show the entire query here. It just shows lambda and some part of the query, and results are not there. If you want, you can actually go and copy the prompt and type it back. You will get the results back to you. And yeah, that's all I had in this follow-up video. And in the next one, let's look at more use cases on Google Bard and where all you can use it. So this pretty much covers the introduction for now. Thank you for joining.